Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Embrace. Just wanted to open up with one of my favorite greetings that I always or often see in this place. So, what's going to happen with this reading? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. What I do know is I was called to say that this was a message from an interaction with Ascended Masters, who that group, I don't know everyone in that group. I don't know if anyone knows everyone in that group in this physical manifestation, but whoever calls to you, whoever you're drawn to, you can keep that person or being in mind, and that may be who's reaching out to you. So I'm going to do two groups. I thought I was going to do three, but I guess I'm doing two groups. And the way we're going to decide those groups is these cards. Told you I didn't know what was going to happen. But still excited. All right, let's choose our two groups. Here we go. Oh, it must be this one. Of course, it's this one. Number 22, intention. Beautiful owl on top of an egg. Filled with possibilities. I'm sorry, it's horrible. Oh, okay. This, as you can see, is the card. Sad Embrace 45, but another card popped out. Peaks of Joy with Sad Embrace. No. I'm doing two readings. Let me understand what's happening. But the Peaks of Joy messages for both groups. Okay. I understand. Intention and Sad Embrace. Okay, well then I'm going to start with the Peaks of Joy message before we get into your individual groups, but here they are, group 1 and group 2. If you want to skip ahead to that, the timestamps are below. Let's talk about Peaks of Joy for both of you. Okay, so this is our confirmation 33. That is the commonly known master number for the Ascended Masters. 33 or 333 are commonly known to be connected to that number, Ascended Masters. Okay, let me take a look at this message here. 33 Peaks of Joy. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Huh. Sad Embrace and intention. Okay. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Let life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart, and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. Okay, I think I know where this is going for both groups. So that is the common message for both groups. And we'll, of course, apply it to both of the readings. So let's get into it. Let's start with group, the intention group. We'll call you the intention group. Let's get into it. Okay, so I wanted to first start it with my dice, but we're actually going to do it on my little charm. I don't know what to call this. My little charm placemat. It's very nice. I like it with a little butterfly in the middle. So let's see where we are getting messages here from the Ascended Masters. I guess I should also, let's start here. Ooh. Okay, so we have Saturn in Blessing. We have Scorpio in Past. That's fitting. We have 10 in the center. Oh no, it's... Okay, it's going to confront a little bit for me, but it's like remembering that you're the center of your universe, and you might forget this sometimes because of public interactions or authoritative figures' opinions carrying more weight than they ought to. And so you have two master numbers here, 22 and 33. 22 is, quick note about numbers in general, they can often have a unique meaning for you. So maybe when you see 22, it means one thing, right? Because you've given it that meaning and your guides understand this. So they'll continuously give you that number. But in my readings, they're obviously appealing to my own meaning, or sometimes not, sometimes not. In this case, 22 is about the universe supporting you in whatever intentions you want to put out there into the universe, and that you have a unique creation that is ready to be birthed. It just requires a little bit of direction and discipline, but you need to confront whatever is in you that seems to seek this from outside of yourself. It's in yourself that contains the direction that you're looking for. And the blessing is in the discipline. I don't know if there's something that you're mastering, something you're really good at, probably a little self-critical about, but you're really good at it. And the blessing is in the discipline. And it's going to bring opportunities to you and interactions with others, but you have to confront your reliance on outside sources or outside authority figures. You might want to rebrand them. Maybe not call them authority figures, just potential co-creators. And you decide what you want to create with them, although you already are. You help them to help you, or they've helped you decide what your wishes are. Look at all these little, what are those called? It's where you blow them and you make a wish and they go into the wind. There's a bunch of them there. So make a wish. Oh, and the owl's holding one, duh. I forgot what they're called. But that's a beautiful sign. The owl representing wisdom. So you know what to put into motion and you know what it is you want to create. You already know what you don't want, which is birth, a beginning for what you do want, and you're there. And you want to have fun along the way. I think maybe you're a little hard on yourself sometimes, but you want to have fun on your way because mastery is in the joy. That is mastery. So when I said you were mastering something, I meant maybe like in a disciplinary way, like this is what I do, whatever, whatever, but you still want to have fun. I'm sorry I didn't sound very concise, and that wasn't very disciplined because I wanted to rush and get this message out to you. Okay, so those are sorry. Scorpio in the past. So Scorpio, this might be about past lives. Scorpio is connected to past lives, the past. There's something that's still eating at you from the past, and it's time to confront it. And it may be somebody that had authority in your life at some point or the other. And the way to confront it is to embrace joy and to set your intentions on what you now want for yourself, and to realize that this, while maybe providing fertilizer for something, it doesn't set the course in any other way. Scorpio in the past. You might be a little resentful, and it's time to confront it, to release the shackles to another. You might want to do what's it called, cord cutting ceremony, cord releasing ceremony. That whatever you feel called to, or how to handle that, whatever manner speaks to you, will be perfect. There is no set way to do that. I will tell you that I personally have done YouTube videos where it'll be like a meditation where you can just imagine the separation. I've also just done my own little ceremonies, maybe like full moon ceremonies where you do like a burning ceremony. I believe it's shamanic in nature, where you write things down that you're releasing and you burn them. And then you're making space for something new. And that might be where the intention is coming in. As you make space for something new, you want to speak it or write it or focus on it mentally, because you're so much wiser now than whatever had you in the past. Oh, there's a blessing in the difficulties that you have encountered. It's power, a power of some kind. Empowerment. It's your self-empowerment. Okay. Should I move on? New beginnings and source energy. There's infinite potential in every moment. So I forgot who said this. It was a doctor. I was watching an interview. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these cards because I know it's in here somewhere. I was watching an interview on here. Oh, wait. I really want to find this quote for you. Give me 1 second. And I'm sure she wasn't the only one to say it. I just want to give it credit from where I heard it. At every moment, we are at a 0-point possibility in our life. That's what that makes me think of. So each moment is a potential for a new beginning, new expansion, new awareness, a new life, and a new you, because you're not that same person. You just aren't. And you're the one bringing it back into your moments of each life, your new moments of creation. You may tend to bring that into the moment. And so that whole feeling of it feels like yesterday, it wasn't yesterday, it was now, because you bring it into now. But you don't have to do that. That's not going to eliminate what you experienced in the past, but you don't want dictating what you experience now. So it's just something to keep in mind and seek out whatever form of healing speaks to you. All right, I think it's time to pull out something else. Yes. Okay. I have no set order. I'm just feeling this out. That's how I do most things. It's one of my abilities, you know. Okay, here we go. What else? 8 of Pentacles. So the 10th house and Saturn can have a lot to do with your career, your life's work. Your life's work. Why do I say that? I usually don't say that. So your life's work, balance. You might be overworking a little bit. You need to remember to have fun and let the universe take care of those intentions for you. Yes, there's time for action and all that, but if you're not liking what you're doing, there's really no point, because it's almost like you're working against the train that'll get you where you're trying to go. It's like the train's on the track and then you're sitting there because you're powerful and you're just like, no train, don't go. That's what's suffering. When you're suffering in the moment, in regards to the project that you like, because I've been there where I'm doing something that I might love if I didn't put so much pressure on myself while doing it. And it's holding up whatever might be set into motion for me, because I'm overworking myself. I'm overthinking this. I'm overanalyzing how someone else might perceive it. And so it's important to find a balance between doing and being. And I'm guessing being is the side you want to lean into, the more divine feminine energy of things. 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles. You're worried about, but change is going to happen quickly. So you're worried about what you have. You might be worried about money. Holding things up. How are you holding things up? By holding on to things that you really don't need to hold on to anymore. It's affecting your physical life. That was a weird way to put it. But look at that. Queen of Pentacles is about, look at those dolphins. Queen of Pentacles is about the divine feminine aspect of prosperity and abundance in a manner of money. It could be money, it could be resources, it could be health, but it's the divine aspect of it. So it's calling things into her, knowing things are taken care of. And these 4 dolphins are really, and it's a 4, building your stability on fun, joy, and playfulness, peaks of joy. You need to really lean into those moments, and I know you have them. And let your intentions come from there. I feel like there's a thunderstorm in the back. Thunderstorms are great for clearing the air. So maybe you want to look into some kind of purification of the air around you. 5 of Pentacles is a perception of lack. I'm not going to say you're lacking. I don't think that. It's just a perception of lack. 4 of Pentacles. And that perception has you holding on to things. I don't know where that lack is in your life, but it has something to do with maybe something you experienced in the past. And so it's made you hyper vigilant, hyper aware of the comings and goings of things in your life. Oh, sorry. My colleague scared me. I was really in the zone there. I have a colleague. You might hear her in the background every now and again because she's very vocal. Thank you. So there's your confirmation, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's see what we're going to move on to now. Be careful, madam. All right. Okay. I know we're moving on to now. No, 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 no. Deja. That's mama's. Yeah. Definitely not this. Thank you. Mari. You want to help me? You want to help me? Okay, let's pull up our next card here. Whoop! I'm so sorry. Mari, deja. Go play. Go play. Okay, I might have to pull your card and be back. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. So I think the message here is not to take yourself too seriously. Get in touch with that inner child. That's my colleague's message to you. Okay. They get it. They get it. They get it. Okay, I'm back. I apologize. She got a bit rambunctious there. So let's carry on. But I do think that was a message about having fun. She's always joyful. The dragon. Of course you get the dragon. You powerful power. And the tiger was behind that. You're working through some things. And alchemizing it. Okay, so the dragon, before she comes back, the dragon is about facing yourself. There's things coming out to be realized by you so that they don't hold you back from your true power. And dragons are very much about power. They are masters in their own right. And you may have a dragon guide that is protecting you is what I wanted to say. So I guess it's protecting you. I'm going to look a little bit into the dragon here. I can't remember which chakra this deck associates it with. Oh, the solar plexus. Yeah, so this is really coming into your own power, your own confidence, your own say-so. Okay. It says seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. And you know what? The ego can get tied in. I'm not going to be on here bad-mouthing the ego like that. I understand it has a role, and I don't think it's your demise of everything. You know what I mean? Like the core problem of everything. I don't believe that. I think it just took on a job it isn't equipped to take on, but it had to because we gave it that job. So, oh my gosh, I lost my thought. Balance, that's right. Balancing the ego. So sometimes what the ego can get caught up in is others' opinions because that's where it may find its value, especially authority figures, how the authority figure looks upon them, or maybe even their own position of authority, how another is perceiving them or valuing them or respecting them and so on. You know, I just realized, okay, I don't know if that's relevant. Well, maybe it is because I noticed it. Storm fields with a 9. The end of a storm. That's cleaning the air, tilling the land for something new to grow. Balancing the ego may mean you really need to take some time to sit with yourself. The dragon. Let's see what else we have here. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. Seeing beauty in what you, seeing the blessing in some of your more challenging experiences, which were meant to form you into a master yourself. You may also be an ascending master. I know that the belief in ascended masters is that they're all passed over on the other side of the veil, but because of the shift at this time, there are masters ascending now. Just not passing over. They're ascending to the next, vibrational existence, the new earth, so to speak. to pave a way for others. So I think this is it. Yeah, this is the reading. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, thank you so much for letting me do this. This was cool. I didn't know where this was going, and I really enjoyed this. Let me see if there's anything else that I want to say. I just keep getting the feeling of relax. Just relax. It's all in the palm of your hand, but you've got to relax. Don't hold up you. You're the only one that can hold you up. All right, well, thank you so much. You guys have a great... Oh, I didn't read the intention card to you. Let's see. I wasn't called to, but I'm going to, just for those who are curious, because maybe it's like eating at them or something. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Absolutely. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. Detachment to the outcome. Because it could be better than you imagine. You can only imagine so much, right? Okay, well, thank you guys so much. I really love doing this. This feels so good to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I don't know when I'm putting this out, but I hope it all goes well for you. Love you so much. Bye-bye. All right, welcome my Sad Embrace group. I've gotten this card before a couple years ago. I was going through a lot at that time, but it's coming to an end. The really heavy part of it. There may be some additional healing to do, but it's in the peaks of joy. You're not without your support. You're not without your moments where you can smile. This isn't permanent by any means. 4 and 5 make a 9. That's why I said it's coming to an end. And it's just moments. And it's okay. Because it's sad embrace. And you're here at the embrace because you are held. We walk with you. That's what the Ascended Masters want you to know. We walk with you. This is a part of the path to mastery, although not enjoyable. You're here for the challenges because you knew you could overcome them. You could master them. And that was exciting to you. And when I say it was exciting to you, it's that bigger part of you that connects with the masters quite easily. And the physical part of you obviously doesn't find this too fun, right? Because the word sad is there. But man, do you have a lot coming your way, and some of it's already there. I don't want you ever to feel like you have to wait for life to do all these wonderful things for you. They can do those things for you right now. It's all in the feeling, enjoying those moments of laughter and clarity and vision and adventure, and not waiting for something to come along and give you those opportunities. You give yourself those opportunities right now. So should I read this to you now? No. Sorry, that is my, as mentioned, group 1, because she kept interrupting, is my colleague. She's quite rambunctious. This video may require a lot of editing because of her presence. I'm just trying to think what's next because I don't have a set and I'm feeling this out and I don't know if it's oh, you need another. The storm card applies to you too, which is that storms, as you know, clean the air. They clean the area. They get the soil ready for something. They, although seemingly destructive, are doing something for the earth. And that's the moment that you may have had a cleaning up. And it was quite the experience. But it is now creating the ideal environment for additional peaks of joy, more than you could have possibly imagined through your transformation. And look at your wings. It's like one is up because it knows what's up, it knows what's coming, and the other one is working its muscle up. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to remove my colleague. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry for that interruption. Where is my intuition taking me next? Oh, it's taking me to the spirit animal card. So this is definitely going a different direction than the other group. They want me to do this first, spirit animal first, because it's got something to say. Or the Ascended Masters have something. Ooh, whale. These are wise ones, ancient ones that carry wisdom with them. This card pops up on the bottom of the deck for all of you, right? Both groups. The tiger, she's like a divine feminine master of shadow and night. I didn't mention that in the first group, but maybe it's more relevant here. Which is to say that she's powerful. She moves through the night. She thrives there. She knows what she's doing, and it's not anything scary for her. She's a predator. I don't know why I hesitate to say that, but she's mastered the night. She's cleaned up. Something I'm trying to get at here. Anyways, here's the whale, but my attention's being pulled back to this. Give me 1 second. She's mastered the night. Intuition and instincts. There's a mastery here of intuition and instincts, movement, working with the unseen, psychic abilities, and a touch of the divine feminine on the third eye. The reason the word predator came through was just a way of them saying how powerful you are, how no one would mess with you if you stood in your power. No one could mess with you. No one would dare. It's like a vibration you give off, and it might even be there a little bit on the surface there. And it will have its way. You are a tiger. I was going to say you will be a tiger. It's still drawing my attention. Hold on. Oh, love. How powerful love can be. Okay. So let's get to the whale. Maybe the tiger is supposed to be with the whale. Nope. Sorry, guys. I lead by feeling. I get a whole lot of feeling. Let's see. Should I read about the whale? Should we explain the whale? Okay. Another deck wants to come through. I'm being guided to take another deck. It's an Oda deck I've had for quite some time. Let's see what's coming through here for you. And this is the process. A process. I'm not quite sure what unfold. I don't even plan readings anymore in terms of it's super helpful probably to know what card is what position, whatever. I forgot what it's called. When you plan the layout for your cards and everything like that. I have done it before, but I always end up going off onto tangents into something else. Wow, nothing's coming out and it's telling me to go into this deck. The moon. Oh, it's also about, this is a moonology. Oh, a new start is coming. What do you need to release? We're going to keep it. I think it's yours as well. Because that fits beautifully. This is what the tiger is trying to tell you. Because look at that moon and look at this moon. Almost, right? It's a waning moon. It's almost quite like the one on her third eye. What's in your way? What do you need to release and what's in your way? Don't let pride get in your way. If that's what it is, don't do it. But a new start is coming, and it's quite a magical new start. I just get this feeling of just being in a place where absolutely anything is possible. I actually shared this quote with the other group, and it was, of course, I put the cards back, and I don't know. I write down quotes and things that I heard. Oh, at every moment, we are at a 0-point possibility in our life. Dr. Elizabeth Lambert. Every moment, new possibility. And that's a magical thought because absolutely anything could happen. And the only reason things seem so repetitive is because we've decided the same things are going to happen. We wake up that day and we're like, another day. Well, I don't do that, but I hope others might do that. Let's get into the whale. Taking a drink here. Yeah, we're going to get into the whale and we're going to read the sad embrace. They're ready for me to read that too. Which first? The whale first. All right, guys, let's see what this whale is about. You'd think I'd remember these by now. Desire to delve deeper. Profound peace, ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their life. These experiences have enriched them, given them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost and trust them to be a beacon, our beacon, in the darkest hour. When in balance, calm, steady, deeply compassionate. When out of balance, heavy, slips into an old story of pain and hurt, reliving moments of pain. That came up in the first or the other group as well, where they may be reliving moments of the past, like they were yesterday, but they're right now because they're experiencing them right now. to bring into balance regular self-care. That makes a lot of sense. So the whale has been through a lot, but it's because they're powerful, ancient, elder, and they've got something to share. In order for them to share it, to reach you, to be of any effect, they had to experience some things. Now, I don't get the impression that someone else is your whale. I get the impression that you're the whale. So it's almost like an explanation of why. Let's go to the sad embrace here. Let's read what this one is about. Loss is a part of life. Let go and allow time to heal you. You may be entering into a period where loss is a theme. Perhaps you're having to let go of a long cherished dream. If so, take heart, for this ending may have been for your highest good. A better and more powerful dream will be realized in your life if you can accept the loss. Relationships based on faulty foundations are meant to end at this time. Disappointment is a form of perception. If your expectations weren't met, a sense of loss arises along with sadness and grief. Express these emotions. Tears are like healing rain that can restore life to a parched inner landscape. Growth is always assured. Whatever the loss, however great it is, let go and experience your feelings so that you may soon see what beauty lies ahead. You're so powerful and you're so great. And you can't see that if the outer world doesn't reflect. Let me rephrase this. If the outer world is reflecting other than what you truly are at your center, things may fall apart. People may not meet your expectations. People might not be who you want them to be, because who they actually are, who they're choosing to be, is not a match to who you are and what you're stepping into. And as messed up as this might be, because this card came out to me in a time when I was losing somebody in my life. And at the time, I think I had an idea, but when you're in the mix of it, it's harder to accept or to acknowledge. But I had an idea that the person wasn't great for me. They just weren't. But when you're in the mix, you're like, but I put all this effort into it. You know what I mean? It's harder to see that. But maybe you have an idea as well that the person, if it's a person, isn't great for you, or a circumstance isn't great for you. It doesn't mean you're not sad when it leaves. But on the flip side, on a positive note, it's a reflection of how great you are, because something lesser than you, I'm not saying a person is less than you, I mean a circumstance, a vibrational experience that person helped co-create is less than what you deserve, and it's less than what you are, and therefore it has to fall apart, because like that which is like is onto itself. And while that person at some point seemed great to you, you were also at a different vibrational place at that time, and there might be a lot of self-realization coming through for you. And as you began to embrace this self-realization, and it might not have even been on anything you thought was connected to that person or that circumstance. You might have thought they were unconnected, had nothing to do with each other. But as you expanded out into something else, you became more who you are. And that affects all aspects of your life. And so some things have got to go. And if you won't let them go, even though you are now more, you can't make yourself less. I mean, you could. It's pretty painful. And as a result, probably you won't do that. So as you become more, what doesn't fit with the more may start to get a little triggery, right? Like might not feel so, might do things in retaliation, might act certain ways just because they don't quite measure up anymore. Maybe they feel that on some level. And there might be some kind of agreement there, like, hey, pre-birth agreement. Hey, when I start to do this, when I start to move into who I am, like, you got to let me know. You got to let me know that I'm becoming who I am. And they're like, okay, cool. I'll start to act a fool when you get to that point, so that you'll leave me alone. And then you'll say, okay, cool. But what if I don't leave you alone? Oh, you'll leave me alone. Do you know what I mean? Or if that's what it is. The loss could be on another level, a deeper level, in which case, no, I'm not being called to speak on that. So maybe it's not that. Okay, so what is next? What are we going to do next? Okay, now we're going to do this part. So we did this part first for the other group, but it's coming out now. Here we go. We're going to do some dice here. See what else the Ascended Masters want to speak to on you, for you, on you. Whoa. That's interesting. It came all the way over here to be like, sad embrace. Let's get back to it. So this is a 6. The 6. Oh, you know what though? The 6 in numerology, depending on what system of numerology you're studying, I guess, is harmony, Venusian energy. It could have to do with relationships. So this could be a person of romantic interest. It could also be like a best friend or someone you thought was your best friend, someone you're really close to. It could be a coworker. 6, harmony. Chaos happens to create the space for harmony. You may have been trying to make something work, but harmony, it wasn't harmonious, and so change had to occur. I'm seeing a 2 and a 5, which just confirms that this is relationship related to another 5 change. Oh, look, the sun in Cancer both came out in intellect. A higher mind, a higher intuitive mind. So your mind body. I really don't want to speak like I'm a professional on this in terms of the bodies that we have, but this is just what's coming to me and this is the way that I'm interpreting it. So use your own discernment and your own knowledge on these matters as well. The sun in Cancer is telling me that your mind body, there's a clearing taking place there. And there's a higher knowledge and a higher knowing that's really coming into being. And it's embracing the watery element of the Cancer. And it's making you a leader of sorts. So leading your own way in terms of how you feel, what's best for you, and how your mind works, how you want to think, what you think is best, how you interpret things, how you move through this world. It might be being noticed by others as well. You might be claircognizant, which is just getting hits and knowing things and not really knowing why you know. You just know. Like you knew that this person wasn't great for you. Doesn't make it any less sad, I'm sure. Like you knew it was time. Because your claircognizance is coming through so strongly. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Are we done? I keep looking at this book, but I don't know why. Maybe you want to look into getting this deck. It's called the Enchanted Map. I actually got it used at Half Price Books, so I don't know if it's something you can find online or not, or if you have to go to a used bookstore. So maybe that's why I keep looking at it. This, if you are an intuitive person and you like working with tools to help sharpen that skill, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. Maybe you like mysteries. The key in the lock is being drawn to me. You're unlocking something significant within the world. You leave an imprint on this world. You're a leader in your own right. You lead with a compassionate center. Your feelings are a superpower. They may not feel that way right now when you're going through things like this, but they're a superpower because they're the ultimate guidance system in letting you know whether to turn left or to turn right or to go straight as far as reaching your highest timeline. There's something you're unlocking, not just for yourself, but everybody else. You have an effect on the collective, the more self-work and self-transformation you do, because you are elder and you are wise. And this message is coming through. It also came through the last group, I think, or maybe I'm repeating myself here. I'm starting to blur together now. Not because it's not wonderful. They're both wonderful. But as we experience this shift, let me rephrase this. As we experience this shift to a higher timeline, the earth as a whole and the collective unit, there are people that'll be needed. There are people doing this, but there's obviously, it needs to be refreshed. It needs to be refreshed. New perspectives, new energy, new ways of seeing things, because we're all different. There's a vast amount of diversity in this world, which is why we came here. And so new leaders are created for the purpose of helping with this shift. And everyone has their own flavor, their own spice that is needed to make this effective and to draw in the people. There are people that are asking, and so the people that are being asked for are sent, and they're here. And I think you're one of them, or many of them. I don't know how many people are listening to this. If anyone's listening to this, doesn't matter. I love what I'm doing, so I'm going to keep doing it. And that's the wise whale right here, the wise elder, and the tiger. Leadership, Cancerian leadership, that of the divine feminine. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. This is about energy, because we need more mothering energy. A gentle healer who has been through the darkness, been through the shadows, and knows the power that lie within it and the harmlessness within it, and has sharpened their skills. Protective person, and is able to heal another just by like hugging them, just by being around them, just by listening to them, because when they really are listening, because they know what it's like. They know what you need intuitively. That's you. You're going to help people really shift and adjust and to meet their inner selves, their darker selves. I shouldn't say that, but like the heavier, denser part of them that might be holding them back a little bit, and you're going to help shine a light on things and provide the nurturing that is needed for them to blossom, because they asked for it. Another pre-birth agreement. They asked for this. They asked for you. Both cards want to be out here, so there we go. Wow. I'm so honored that you are here listening to my reading. I think this is it. Is there anything else ginormous that wants to be known? Well, not ginormous. Stormfields is coming out again. Maybe I should just read it. Nope, doesn't want me to take the card out. Should I read it? No. Stormfields. Other people will be experiencing their own storms, and you're going to be a master at that. You're going to understand these endings and what they can do, and the power and the joy that they contain. Remember along the way of your healing to embrace those peaks of joy and to continue to create them and enhance them, because they'll go higher and higher and higher. The higher you get, the harder it is to go back down, because that sensitivity that allows you to guide yourself to where would best serve you, it just won't let you go any lower. You won't want to. It'll be so uncomfortable. And that's another understanding that you'll embrace, that meeting people where they are isn't always the best. Because another person is sad doesn't mean you have to be as sad as well to comfort them, even if they think that's what they need in their mind. Because they're holding one vibration, you're there supporting that vibration. That vibration is of hurt. So there are other ways to love and support them, and you'll understand this. Okay, is that it? I think that's it. Nothing else is coming to me. There's something stirring, but I can't quite anything to it. So I think it's just me loving you. Is it a charm? No. Yes. No. It's my left hand. Oh, divine feminine energy. So you want to really lean into working with your intuition and your instincts and your guidance against what others may say or think, or even sometimes what your mind says. If you have to choose, your power is in your heart. Your mind is not lesser, but the part is the leader here. And you have to remember that and let the mind do what it does in collaborating with the heart to set things into motion in this physical realm, if need be. Is that it? My left hand? There's power in this divine feminine. There really is a profound strength there that you will come to know intimately. Okay. All right. That's it. All right. I'm done. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again. I don't know when, but I am going to post every week. I just don't know if it's going to be twice a week, it might be 3 times. I'm thinking twice a week. Let's just ease into this. So thank you so much for joining me. That is our message from the Ascended Masters. I love you so much. Join me again if you'd like. Bye-bye.